tonight to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
That's good.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
10 at the 44-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Bengals' 45-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, the 40. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Tony Pollard, 75 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And a Bengal first down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
To number 6.
A big play there. 63 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The 49-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Tack McKinley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Allen under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. Yeah. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Fielded at the 33. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. They'll run here with Mixon. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Bills 6.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow airing one out for Boyd. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how. And in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Bills 6.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. From the gun, Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. From the gun, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Allen to throw once more. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
First down and goal to go.
Now Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the 14-yard line.
56. Go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills cut into that lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Burrow looking to pass. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
49-yard line.
Tight end right. 3 down. Mike 7. Regular. Mike 7. Check the out.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Bills first down. First down.
playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here at Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. For the right to return here in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 56, here we go from Los Angeles. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
47-yard line.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is taken at the 15. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. See how we're going to play. And they responded to the challenge.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Burrow will throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Keeps himself upright. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start. But a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here, and thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Mixon with a first down carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bills nothing.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Complete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. 20. Oh, he finds his running back, who snuck right down the middle of the field. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
59, mark, 59, mark, check, 59.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jerry Hughes. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
2nd down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Dang, man, I guess we're looking at the wrong side right
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And they will not get the connection there, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Throwing again. Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Buffalo Bills.
9 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 9.
Now Allen.
2nd and 1.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's me, baby. Turn it up, turn it up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. Room here to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Allen now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run left with Pollard. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Here's Pollard again. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The 14-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Allen. Forced out to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
Right.
Anytime we have a
That's right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. You got three. Three down.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Tack McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Burrow looking to pass. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. It's brought in left side by Tate. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A quick throw by Burrow is complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rosa's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Bills 16.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Here we go again. Here we go again. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey, get away. Mike 7. Mike 7.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Pollard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.